What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another It's a Williams Thing video.
We're doing things a little different.
We're trying to pretty much understand where one another is coming from, or where their headspace is when it comes to different questions.
So we're gonna be doing marriage questions that you would or maybe would not argue about. So question number 1 is, can you still be friends with an alien? I think, can you still be friends with the opposite sex?
So I feel like you can not still be friends with the opposite sex. Most of the time, I'm not saying all the time, but most of the time there's ulterior motives to staying friends. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be friend zoned, like the whole friendship. So like there's ulterior motives, I feel like.
For me, I think you can. It depends on the relationship. Will it work for us? Hell no. But I feel like you can, depending on one, how your relationship is, what your foundation is, and two, if y'all can combine friends, then y'all good. Good to go. But if you can't combine the friends,
That's a topic that me and Sequoia talked about
a lot
previously. If she has her friends and I have my friends, those friends become our friends.
People that we trust around, and basically we're not afraid to introduce them to our significant others or our kids. Or if we have family come down, we're not, we can introduce you freely instead of being like, yo, what's up? And I'm not gonna say, oh, this is my husband.
If you have friends of the opposite sex in your relationships, more power to you. This isn't one size fits all kind of ordeal. This is what's working for us. So this is what we plan to go with. And if it was the other way around, we'd be telling you that story and saying this has been working for us.
How much time should you spend with your single friends? What I mean by that is, he's with his single friends all week, and then he's like, yo, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends on the weekend. Is that spending too much time?
I feel like that's being in a work setting. It's not, y'all aren't really hanging out, letting loose, anything like that. When I get off work, I come straight home, and I'm home the rest of the week until the weekend, where I'm like, okay, I'm trying to hang out. If you choose to hang out with your single friends on the weekend, that should be allowed, because you're not really hanging out with them at work. You know what I'm saying? It's a work setting. So on the weekend, it's like, okay, shoot, I'm done with another week of work. I need to go have some fun. I still feel like you should spend time at home, definitely, but you having your time to do whatever it is that you want to do, that's very important as well.
Our situation is a little bit different, because you're forced to be around single people. There's nothing I can really do about that. But you're married, so why you got single friends in the first place? You need to be hanging out with married people, with a group of friends who are also married. You need to be in the popular married section, not the lonely single section. Okay, well, single people tend to get married people in trouble because they single and they messy, they don't give a fuck.
I have confidence in myself to do the right thing, so it doesn't matter whether I have single friends or married friends. I'm gonna be, in the middle, single, married. I'm right here, neutral. It doesn't.
Wait, what?
So what I'm saying is, if I get in trouble, it's gonna be because I got myself in trouble. Nobody else is gonna get me in trouble.
But what's in between married and single, though? What's the difference between married and single? There's another relationship status?
No, so you got
it's
married.
Complicated?
Yeah, I mean, of course there's single, in a relationship, engaged, married, like but
in between the two friends, it's complicated.
No,
I don't know
so what I meant when I said that is, I'm in the middle, neutral, meaning my married friends can't influence my actions and what I do, and my single friends can't influence my actions or what I do. So if I mess up, that's because I messed up.
But you're not gonna mess up, right? Long story short, don't spend time with your single friends. Should you tone down your sexy? You ever seen those like those memes where like the female wears the heels, single, she has like stripper heels, engaged, toned down heels, married, really toned down heels, divorced, like extra high stripper going to the club and getting fucked up heels.
I've never seen those.
Okay, I'll put a thing here, but so pretty much, should you tone down your sexy just because you're married? Look.
Absolutely not.
Look.
So
I feel like I need to sneeze.
So I don't feel like you should tone down your sexy. I feel like that's some of the cause for having different affairs and stuff like that. Before you get married, you're doing things that's sexy, that's attractive, that your man or woman wants. When some people get married, they get too comfortable and they're like, okay, I got him or her. I don't have to do as much as I was doing, because no, you still have to do just as much, if not more, because depending on if y'all have kids or not, you have another factor into your relationship. So you're gonna have to do the same, if not more, than what you were doing previously to spice up the bedroom. I feel like that's
not even the bedroom, like just sexy, period.
I mean, yeah, I'll be down to go. Let's be real. I've been down to go, but like,
well, first of all, he's about to say I told you so with this, but when it's time for us to make babies, or when we decide that we want to have babies, I'm trying to get pregnant right away. So my sex drive goes crazy. But as soon as I'm pregnant, or as soon as I have that baby, that's normal. My sex drive is not as high as his. That's completely normal. His sex drive, he needs it, what, every single day, most times a day? Like a typical guy. Me, like a typical woman,
sexy has to be one of the things on the list. If the sex is gone, the sexy is gone, then you're just gonna be like, okay, well, she talking to me like how I like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting that shit back at home. And that's when it's leading up to infidelity.
You remember how I was before we had kids? You remember my shape when we had Junior?
Yes.
Remember my shape now with Ellie?
Yeah.
Do you feel like, even though I've gone through multiple changes and phases body-wise,
Which is still bad as fuck, but go ahead.
I was gonna say that. Do you feel like I'm still sexy with my body?
At the end of the day, I look at you like that's my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of, I mean, don't let yourself go now, but like, don't let yourself go, because that. One, if you let yourself go, that proves that you don't care about yourself, and you don't care about how I feel. Like, you just expect me.
Well, first of all, I'm sorry to break it to you too, but you ain't gonna look like that forever.
I'm gonna look like this forever, ever. But anyway,
when we first started dating, I was spending at least an hour or two in the bathroom getting myself together. So you're okay with me doing that? You got the kids for 2 hours while I'm in the bathroom?
I got the kids.
For 2 hours,
but,
be in the bathroom.
Here's the thing though, like, why does it have to be a 2-hour thing?
Because that's literally how long it was. I was getting all dialed up, picking out my outfits, jamming, getting in a good mood, doing my hair, showering, shaving,
if that's what
the face mask, all
that is what it takes, I will do it.
Are you serious?
And it's on the vlog for
I'm going to pull this out when you start bullshitting.
Okay, and if you don't be looking top notch when you come out, I want a refund.
Bitch,
I want a fucking refund.
The warranty, the refund, all of that is void, null and void. It has been 7 years now, null and void. 7 years and 2 kids. Oh, null and void. I'm sorry. Our conversations with exes still okay.
Both of us have the same view when it comes to talking to exes.
Period.
I mean, I feel like if you have a friend that's an ex, y'all once shared something intimate, y'all once shared a love or whatever the case may be, y'all shared something. If you're married and you're still talking to him or her, of course, one of the things that's going to come up in the conversation is, hey, you remember this or you remember that.
Y'all gonna start reminiscing?
It may spark something else. To be a spouse or in a relationship with the person that's doing, like, talking to exes and stuff like that, you're kind of you'll kind of be looking like, yo,
you're jeopardizing
what
your
is-
relationship. You really are. If your foundation is straight and you trust each other, cool, no problem. Does it work for us? Fuck no. You're jeopardizing your relationship either way. If you that type of dude or woman to be like, I got what I got at home, I know what I got at home, and I ain't gonna lose that, then cool. But if you're not,
it does straddle that line that we were talking about female friends and male friends. It takes it a little bit further
because you have
when
a
you're talking
relationship
about
with that person.
when you're talking about exes.
Because you
And-
were intimate with that person.
Exactly.
Either way, at the end of the day, no. For us, no. It might work for you, but for us, no. It's just, it's not worth it. Should you give your spouse access to all of your social media accounts and the password to your phone?
I have access to everything.
And I got access
And
to
she
everything.
has access to everything. It's not like one of those things where you ask, hey, what's the password to this? Hey, what's the password to that?
We
Let me
told
see
each
your
other.
phone. No, it's a matter of being open. Say you log into a computer and you just don't log out. I wouldn't be tripping out if I left my stuff up there and she went onto the computer and was going. I'd be like, okay,
We don't
it's
got
one of
nothing
those
to hide
things.
from each other. We both are two grown adults, so we know what's good, we know what's bad, we know what's the right thing and wrong thing to do for our relationship. So if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a woman, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a wife, I'm not gonna have no stupid shit on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on my YouTube, in my emails that could potentially fuck up what I got, and vice versa. So yes, he has the passwords to all of my shit.
There's two things. There's privacy and trust. So if you know you're in a relationship. If you're in a relationship with somebody that has trust issues, it wouldn't be a bad idea for you to give them the password to your accounts, because that reinforces the thought in their head.
So you're not doing anything dirty or anything like that?
There is a threshold though when it straight violates privacy. If I was in your phone like, hey, give me this real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Every few minutes. What are you doing? Like, you're on the phone and you just.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, I'll do that, but I'll be like, who is that? You be like, oh, okay, and then I'll just go away. That's the gray area.
Gray areas, those fine lines where you don't want to cross over into privacy violation, and you don't want to make it seem like you're hiding stuff. So.
Or like you can't trust them, stuff like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it okay to have a work wife or a work husband, or is it out of bounds? If you don't know what a work wife or work husband is, it is a person that gets you snacks and treats and all that at work.
I feel like that goes along with having friends of the opposite sex. If I'm buying you stuff and you're buying me stuff, we're friends. It's no longer in that working relationship, it's crossed over into the friendship relationship. Don't get me wrong, if somebody's going to the store and you're busy with your work and you're like, hey, do you think you could get me this? And I get you back on the back end. It's not like they just came back and be like,
Oh, I seen you ain't eat lunch, nothing like that. You know, let me go ahead and I had to make you something or buy you something.
it's, hey, look, I'm gonna pay you back. I ain't got my card on me right now or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna pay you back. You think you could pick me up like a couple of tornadoes or something like that? Tornadoes, I think is what they call it. But
tornadoes, yeah, I'm gonna go get a tornado from the bottom real quick. So the last question is, how much about marital issues should you share with your friends and family? Your family and your friends are always gonna stick up for you. When you tell your family and friends about the shit that your significant other has done, they're gonna forgive you about your shit, but they're not gonna forgive or forget anything about your significant other.
it's certain things in the relationship that you shouldn't talk about with your friends or family. But then again, there's things in a relationship where you genuinely need advice.
But I kind of feel like when you do that, you set the other person up for failure either way. Whether it couldn't be like, not because you have bad intentions, but at the end of the day, you still gave a bad light to somebody else about your significant other, about what they did or said or whatever. So either way, your friends or family still are gonna forget what the fuck you said, and that still puts your significant other in a bad fucking light to your friends and family.
The things that I ask for, like different opinions, advice, whatever, is things that small. It doesn't compromise any type of integrity to our relationship. It's one of those small things that's really doesn't matter. It's okay to have a second opinion. I'm not gonna have all the answers. You're not gonna have all the answers, and together we're not gonna have all the answers to the relationship. So yes, it's okay. It's okay to go and talk to different people about some of the things that doesn't compromise the structural integrity of our relationship. Thank you guys for watching. This has been an insightful vlog.
He won't give me my baby, guys. That's all it is. He doesn't want to give me my baby, and y'all gotta now convince him and threaten him and all that to give me my baby.
I'm getting hot. It's kind of hot in the kitchen, and my body temperature is naturally like hot. We are gonna end this right now. What? Whoa! You got something to say? Say it then. Say it then. Stand up. Stand up.
I can't, bitch.
Oh.
You're in the way. You're too damn big. Impregnate me.
I am done with this, guys.
Looks like I'm about to steal it.